Radion, I guess. Some Radion game. Oh yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette. You guys can't see me smoking. Anyway. Oh, I have a lot right here. Yeah, Radion. However you pronounce it. I'm gonna go down. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can hear me through my broadcast or whatever, but I am about to go kill a shit ton of monsters. This is my lady. Yeah, not really doing much. This is my horse. I named it Freedom because it was free. So why not? Oh no, I don't like water. Yeah, so these headphones cost me like about $20 or $30, and I think they're really good. They are excellent to me. Like they've done me wonders so far. So they're wireless Bluetooth. Oh, okay. Radeon. Okay, that works. I have to kill 70 monsters over here. So this is gonna be ridiculous, bro. I just wasn't playing it because it takes a lot of my time to do this. Can't see shit either. I kind of suck at this game. Really? Oh man. I wish I could send a link. I think if you do uh, twitch.tv/wicked_royalty, you should find me. I think that's the layout for that. Let me type it in again, just in case I might have spelled it wrong. There we go. I'm also on YouTube. Um, shit. I really wish I knew all my info. Let me, so you guys, sorry everybody, just give me 1 minute. I know you all watching. Okay. Oops, I have too many windows open. Yeah. Alright, where we go. So let's do Twitch TV. Boom. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Ah! This motherfucker. You think you're cute, huh? You think you're fucking cute. Alright, let's go over here where I'm not gonna die in 2 seconds. I have to kill a whole bunch of these guys. I think they're done following me. Alright, great. I live in Pennsylvania. Currently. Alright, let me see. Sorry guys again. Sorry. I really hate leaving the game because I know a lot of people don't want to see me do that. Okay. Let me rotate the screen real quick, you guys. This is my Twitch account, Wicked_royalty for Twitch. And let me just do the YouTube real quick.
Why sacrifice good look to drive a hybrid? The all-new Honda with an EPA rating of 51 MPG City. Finally, a good-looking hybrid. Hi, you're picking up your SUV, right? Yeah. Well, we got other things for this.
And this is my YouTube account, Wicked S. I don't really know if that's how you can find me, though, unfortunately. However, that is me. Currently, I like to play Black Desert Online, Grand Theft Auto, Resident Evil, and a bunch of other games similar to that. Basically, I like trying all kind of stuff out. So I'm like a pretty multi-game person. I'm over here killing some, what is this? Fishmen? No, catfishmen. Die, motherfuckers. I get so confused when I'm doing this shit, though. It's like so super fast. I wish I could make myself auto fight. I don't know how to do that. Come on. 9 more. Let's go.
So much blood. There's a whole lot of blood. Blood. The blood evidence was the key to the Peterson case. The defense believed all that blood.
Yeah, I really get into this game like crazy.
What? That was the result of Michael savagely beating Kathleen.
Alright, I gotta go to the next area. Get out of here. Really? Okay. So apparently I'm not doing it correctly, so let me go back. My bad. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, so it is a black screen. So let me see what I can do. I hate when it does that. I really do. Let's see. I'm going to remove that and redo it. Because it was showing up on here a minute ago, but this thing is like really weird. So let's see. I can't seem to find the right thing I need. Alright, let me do gameplay. That's gameplay. That's source. Black Desert. I don't get it. Meow. Bear with me, guys. Sorry.
The crescent-shaped lacerations on Kathleen's scalp indicate a blunt object. To the prosecution, these were caused by the blow hook. To the defense, they were caused by Kathleen's head hitting the edges of the...
I might have to end the stream temporarily, but I'm not sure. Let me see. This sucks. It doesn't want to work when it doesn't want to work, but then sometimes it does, because it was working when I originally put the thing on, but I guess it caught an error right away. Game capture. Where'd it go? Huh?
Franco believes that the lack of cast-off on the ceiling is one of the main keys to her theory. My construction explains the law and velocity flux patterns on the scene and the absence of a cast-off.
How about now? Is it still black screen? Probably still back screen, right? Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna go ahead. Hey, what's up? Alright, let's see. Ah, fuck.
Kathleen standing up during the attack would
No,
explain why she
go
had her
back
own
here.
blood
Settings.
Another
You
red flag
motherfucker.
is a lack of collateral damage.
Trying to do something. Get out of here.
Swinging
I'm done with
on
you
all
people.
balls result in
Where the
damage
hell am I?
area.
I'm just gonna go back to regular. Apparently it's not on the thing anymore. Whatever. Let's just turn it to this. Confirm. There we go.
Neither the blowpoke theory nor the bare hand
Oh, goodness.
know
Alright, sorry guys. Oh, like, this is probably one reason why I don't stream often, because of this.
it's doubtful that anyone
It's
will
just
ever
like it
know
doesn't want to work
what
sometimes.
happened that night on the staircase.
Alright. Finally.
At UPMC Hellman Cancer Center, we're constantly immune system to fight cancer. We are one of the first in the country to offer CAR T-cell therapy for adults and
Alright. It's showing me as a screen right now, so hopefully that is good to go. Hold on, let's go back. Oh, no, don't go anywhere. Let's go like this. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you guys. It's not going to be a full screen because I couldn't seem to work it with a full screen. So I had to just do a window. But I try to make it as big as possible still. These aren't who I need to fight, are they? Oh, yeah, I do need to fight these guys. I didn't know they were so close together. This works. Thank you. I don't know why I just killed that pig. I don't need to kill it. Hey, how is it? Oh. You bitch. Thank goodness. Appreciate you guys.
What police find in Michael Peterson's office is stunning. When he showed me those pictures, stunning. No.
Can't see shit with this shit.
Two women were found dead.
Oh, this motherfucker's getting me from the back.
And they're both linked directly to one man.
As the police close in, Peterson pushes back.
Kathleen was my wife.
Oh, look, I got a treasure chest. How nice.
And later, we speak exclusively with the surprise star witness. Oh, well, that's pretty broad. If you think that sex doesn't sell in America, boy, you are mistaken.
There's this back staircase. And that's what they were.
My pets pick up all this candy, so I don't have to pick it up.
He's a clear thinker. He knows how to hold an audience.
She claims her death is from an accidental fall down the stairs. There are 7 deep lacerations in the back of her skull.
Much of the physical evidence right away did not make a lot of sense.
The media were riveted by this case. She thinks she knows the world.
Oh, snap.
What makes you
Thank
think
you guys. Sorry for anybody that wasn't able to find me. I do have YouTube, like I said.
I don't know what happened, but I know that I did.
Right now, just killing a bunch of these things here for a mission I have to do.
2001, Durham, North Carolina.
Of course, boom.
1 a.m. 911 dispatcher gets
They're kicking my butt
frantic
because every time I try to fix the screen, they were still trying to attack me anyway.
And he tells the operator, come quickly.
They were cheating.
Terrible accident.
Click it. There we go. So, if anybody plays this game, please feel free to join me. I'm always looking for people to join with me. There we go. Oh! I'm trying to talk to this man. It's being rude.
A few minutes later,
I need 2 hunter seals. No, I don't want that. Garbage.
the home Michael Peterson shares
Oh,
with
wait.
his wife
Who the hell are these people?
and the 5 adult children in their blended family. About the same time the first responders arrive at the house, so does one of Michael Peterson's adult sons.
I could turn into a ball of light,
The EMTs go inside.
which is pretty
They
awesome.
hear sobbing in the back, so they follow the noise.
It's mainly for, like, to get away. I wouldn't suggest doing what I just did, because if you're a weak person, you're going to freaking lose. So bad.
There was blood on that plane. There was blood on the walls. There was blood on the stairway. There was a
Does anybody know about any games that are free that he might want to play with me on? But it has to be computer or PlayStation 3, because I don't have a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox. What is that? I gotta be done with these guys. Oh, 8 more. 8 more and I can leave. Let's go test out some skills. So I got a bunch of skills that I barely ever use.
11:03 a.m. Durham Detective Art Hall arrived at the home.
Let's see.
When Detective Holland comes to the scene, he was shocked at the amount of blood.
Colin saying, okay, there's a lot of blood in here.
Alright. Well, that works.
That's not all in place.
That works. Unfortunately, anybody that's talking to me in the chat room, I currently cannot see it.
He goes and gets a search.
To
gather more information,
right now.
Holland looks to Michael and his son, but the pair seem to be real.
As long as they're not attacking my horse, I don't care.
He's acting rattled.
Where my horse is.
Running around the house.
I'll just call it later and get it. I already got 100 mantas. Oh my god. I thought I was done with these guys. They said I need 100 of them. So I had 2 quests apparently, and I didn't realize it. So I still need to kill these guys. I'm over here leaving. Let's go back. But yeah. Thanks for reviewing, you guys. Rather you're viewing the stream or just viewing me. Either way. Oh, snap.
Kathleen was very hardworking and strong in the sense that if there's something she wanted to accomplish, she was very focused, gathered resources. She was always planned and organized. She was an excellent student. She graduated at the very top of her class.
Holy shit.
In math,
This is crazy.
went to university and became the first female student in the engineering school at Duke.
Oh, I got a treasure chest.
She met a man named Fred
Very
Applewhite.
nice.
He was in the physics department. They fell in love and got married. She very much did want to have children.
Back attacks are the best.
And finally,
Alright, I'm out of here.
quite healthy.
I finally killed them all, so.
She found out that he had cheating on her. That and his marriage to Kathleen
I'm on to the next location.
was a very, very tough time for her. Also, very reflective of who my sister was. She had her
I could chop down trees in this game. I don't really want to right now. Let's see, who are these guys? Let's find out. Ah, there we go. Let's get rid of these guys. They don't need to be around. All this work just for a stupid necklace. I have to kill all these guys just for a necklace. That's the quest. Gotta go right now. Alright, guys. I gotta come over here and get away because they're killing me out there.
And he had a column that appeared in the local newspaper. So most people heard of his name.
I just got the power of black magic. Yeah.
High IQ. He's a clear thinker. He knows how to hold an audience. He met his match with Kathleen with a dynamo. Best way to describe her. She was smart as a whip, pretty, confident, kind.
Sheesh, all these people, and I still didn't get to the number I need.
I think it's fair to say he probably swept her off the feet, and together they were dynamic. Michael and Kathleen get married, there's suddenly a big family, 5 children, the Brady Bunch family. There's Caitlin Atwater, Kathleen's daughter from her first marriage, and Mike's 2 sons.
She's good because she's now super hot.
And he has his 2 adopted daughters, Martha and Margaret. Michael Peterson bought this huge house with the proceeds from his work. It was 10,000 square feet. The biggest home in all of Europe.
Alright, I just need 5 more of these guys.
2 stairways.
Let's steal their meat. Oh, I didn't get any meat. That's why.
They made great friends, they threw great parties, and Peterson loved to hold court. Beautiful house, great place for children to grow up. And that's where Kathleen was found, at the bottom of the set of stairs.
I didn't get any meat. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
How did that happen?
Man, I'm moving pretty far from my horse right now.
Michael immediately asked, do I need a lawyer?
There we go.
You got a search warrant. Do I need a lawyer? And
Yeah, got my horse.
he called Michael's brother, who is a lawyer out in Las Vegas.
Doesn't have a lot of skills. I'll leave it parked right here.
Go tell your father not to say anything more.
It's funny, it says parking. My horse says parking for those that can't see the video. Parking. That's funny. Hopefully nobody's messaging me on these things here. Let me just double check right quick. Sorry.
There was a lot of evidence to harvest in that scene. There was blood on Michael's clothes. There was even blood on the copy. They got both of those men to take off all their clothes.
Michael was wearing a pair of shorts, and
Can never tell if anybody is messaging me. Alright, whatever.
that was the first thing we had
So it always refreshes.
isolated.
I just saw them. Where did they go?
Video cameras. They could still
It
go
said they were over here. Interesting.
We did a very, very thorough investigation of the whole set.
Maybe I was wrong. Alright.
Stairway in which she was supposed to have fallen. They found her at the bottom of the staircase. She was sitting in a pool of blood. There were
As long as they don't try to hurt my horse, I'm cool.
Wine glasses. There's only wine in one of them. They saw a speck of blood on the counter. They saw a speck of blood in the cabinet where the wine was.
What? I'm killing trees? What type of shit is this? Oh my gosh. I've never killed these things before. What is this?
Much of the physical evidence right away did not make a lot of sense.
When the detectives feel comfortable releasing the scene, Kathleen's body is loaded
I've never seen this before.
and taken to.
I'm trying to get it. It's not letting me.
So at this point, all the authorities get to is wait for the toxicology and the autopsy report to come back. So what really happened to Kathleen Peterson? Was this just a terrible, tragic death?
That was a ferocious weasel thing.
Or was it murder?
See, kind of sucks. These things look like little plants, so I can't really see them.
A better SUV dares to ask why not? Why not versus?
Look how cute this weasel looks. It's called the ferocious weasel.
Why not turn off the company?
Oh, this is wild.
Why not make it funny?
Real idea.
Oh, how I keep splashing at the air.
And of course, reliable. Friend picking you up at midnight, reliable. And why not end with a big statement? Honda awarded Best SUV Brand for 2018.
So we'll keep this going.
And so you don't know these people very well. That was the last time I spoke to my husband alive.
Welcome to Murder Town. Home series premieres Tuesday, November 13th at 9, only on Investigation Discovery. Spending so much of your life underwater, learn to talk to yourself. You talk yourself into winning.
Okay.
Don't learn is how to talk to others. Black line on the bottom of the pool never talks back. If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self to open up, to talk to your friends, family, and to work with a professional therapist. Therapy can dramatically change your life. It helped me a lot.
I'm almost done with these guys.
Brought to you by
Go kill another weasel.
Therapy for all.
More weasel.
On the morning of December 9th, 2001, Kathleen Peterson's younger sister, Candace Zamborini, is preparing for her day. It was Sunday morning.
All these things look the same in this game, for real.
I do enjoy entertaining like my sister does, so I had gotten up and was organizing my day, getting things ready for the party.
Anyway, guys, I have
And I
a
wanted to talk to my husband.
call I have to make.
Very unusual
So,
to me. So I thought maybe I might want to talk to Mark because he wants some financial advice about something.
I'm done with these guys, though, so I
gave
can leave.
my husband's phone number, and he called him. My husband came home,
Whoa!
said he got a call from Michael.
This guy is huge.
In the fall. At the time, I thought,
Look at it.
maybe she fell like in Christmas lights or something. It was also
He is huge.
vague. It was devastating to me. You don't want to believe it. The next day, Candace and her sister Lori traveled to Durham to plan Kathleen's funeral. We're pulling up to the house, and I'm just expecting to be able to walk in the house. Like, the whole property is surrounded with yellow crime scene tape. The police officer said this is a crime scene, and I was, what makes you think it's a crime? Huh? He's like, well, there's a lot of blood. And I'm still in my mind thinking, what do you mean a lot of blood? He must have said 8 to 10 times, there's a lot of blood. Like, you need to prepare yourself. After investigators complete their work, the scene is released, and the family is allowed inside.
Alright, you guys.
Walk in the house.
I'm gonna get off this for a minute because on his cell phone here. Alright.
Like
Later.
gallons. It is 8 to 10 feet high in the wall. It's thick on the
getting a lot of followers.
Blood everywhere.
What's up?
Michael didn't say much, and he's trying to say she fell. That's all he's saying. She fell. Still no details about what happened to Kathleen. But then he just kind of walked away from me.
Desperate to know how her sister died, Candace pressed for an explanation.
Michael now has to explain to Kathleen's sister what happened. So he tells Candace they had a lovely evening. They were celebrating the possible making of a movie for one of his books. This was a big deal for Michael Peterson. That meant another check coming his way. And they were going to celebrate by having dinner together and drinking some wine. And it was supposed to be a very pleasant night. And it started out that way. They were having a nice night at home. They watched this movie, America's Sweetheart. Then they went out and sit by the pool. And then they had some more wine. And he added that Kathleen had taken a Valium to try to relax herself. Apparently, Kathleen took Valium on
All right,
yes.
Oh shit.
After about 45 minutes, he was getting a little chilly.
Let me see what I want to do.
Kathleen said
Got a lot
she
of
was
junk
coming
here.
out. She went in, and Michael stayed out for a little while.
What's this? Rough grain crystal.
She said, I was out on the porch smoking a
I'll
pipe,
keep
half
that.
an hour, 45 minutes.
Shining feather. I need like a billion of those.
When he came inside, there was Kathleen at the foot of the stairs.
Apparently, I need a billion of these too.
Candace wants to know more from her brother-in-law, and so she peppers him with questions. He was out at the pool for how long? Did he hear anything? Had he locked up the house before they headed out to the pool? And in response, all Michael Peterson can do is put his head in his hands and sob.
After attempting to comfort Michael, Candace is struck by a horrifying realization.
I'm alone at this point near the staircase. I'm thinking, oh my God, my mother is coming to this funeral. How can my mother see this? Nobody should see this. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try and start cleaning this up so it doesn't look so bad for my mother. I'll never forget, I took the Windex, paper towel, and I started wiping. And all my sister's blood is now running down my arms. And it's just so overwhelming. I couldn't emotionally do it. This is Kathleen's blood. It's everywhere. I can't clean this up. I just couldn't do it. And I stopped and just walked away.
While Candace processes the loss of her sister, Michael seems concerned about the police investigation. He decides to hire a lawyer and opts for one of the best.
Peterson had some money after the death of his wife through benefits, so he hired the best lawyer you could get for $1, and David Rudolph.
How did I get these again?
Good lawyer.
David Rudolph is one of the biggest names in criminal defense in the South. He's well known for having represented former NFL player Ray Caruth, who was charged with murder.
He's pretty media savvy. He's bright, polished, and probably a good choice going in to be Peterson's lawyer.
Joining Rudolph is his co-counsel, Thomas Maher.
We were contacted shortly
I'll
after
put that there.
died. We went out and met with Michael. He was going through the grieving process still, and on top of it, he had to deal with the police investigating it. It was a very difficult time for him.
So apparently, my horse was murdered.
While Peterson's team digs into the case, a prosecutor takes over the investigation.
My name is James.
No good.
I was the district attorney during the Michael Peterson case.
I didn't have it in a good spot.
We were trying to see if Michael's version that this was an accident had any plausibility.
When Harden reviews crime scene photos and the investigators' reports, there are particular details that stand out.
The landing, where most of the blood was found, was dried. The walls were completely dry. The step was completely dried. There was only wet blood and cracks of flooring where the air had not been circulating and got in there and dropped blood on her. It tells me that her death had to have been probably within 20 to 30
only was the stairway covered in blood, but the wall outside the stairway had blood droplets as high as 114 inches high. That's 9.5 feet. According to investigators, you're not going to get that or 9 feet up there from a fall downstairs.
The scenario does not look like an accidental death. We need to treat this as a homicide.
The authorities decide, even before the toxicology is in, even before the autopsy is in, that they have enough of a case to charge Michael Peterson with first-degree murder.
On December 20th, 11 days after Kathleen's death, Michael turns himself in to the Durham police.
Kathleen was my life. I whispered her name in my heart 1,000 times. She is there. I would never have done anything to hurt her. I am innocent of these charges, and we will prove it in court.
Michael Peterson was taken to the jail where he was fingerprinted, photographed, and given a little jail uniform to wear. It was a shock to everybody to hear that Michael Peterson was the prime suspect in his wife's murder. This was the cream of the crop of society in Durham, North Carolina.
David Rudolph is quick to defend his client.
In my mind, if Mike finds Kathleen at the bottom of the stairs, it's a reasonable assumption on his part that she fell down the stairs. Accidental falls in the house are the leading cause of death, other than motor vehicle accidents in the United States.
The Peterson children, led by Kathleen's biological daughter Caitlin, also rallied to defend their father.
My mother and Mike had an absolute loving relationship, and there is no way that either of them would ever wish any sort of harm on the other one. My mother would just be absolutely appalled, and this is the last thing that she would have ever wanted to happen to her husband.
This is going to be the most unbelievably heartbreaking Christmas we could ever imagine. We already lost one mother, now taking away our father.
1 month later, on January 14th, Michael prepares to make bond.
At the bond hearing, Michael Peterson appears as a completely destroyed man. There are tears streaming down his face. The judge sets a bond of $850,000.
I really want to go home. I want to see the kids.
And of course.
I know the degrees of my life, and I really would like to have that time.
As Peterson reconnects with his family, his legal team prepares to mount a defense. But within weeks, the case takes a dramatic turn.
On February 17, 2002, the state medical examiner releases Kathleen Peterson's autopsy report. And what she finds is shocking.
Spending so much of your life underwater, learn to talk to yourself. You talk yourself into winning. What you don't learn is how to talk to others. Black line on the bottom of the pool never talks back. If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self to open up, to talk to your friends, family, and to work with a professional therapist. Therapy can dramatically change your life. It helped me a lot. So you should try it for yourself. Brought to you by Talkspace. Therapy for all.
Hey, Looney.
Powerful cleaning. That's what you expect from Shark. And our newest robot vacuum is no exception. From floors to carpets, it tackles all kinds of debris, even pet hair with ease. But what about cleaning above the floor? That's why we created the Shark Iron Robot Cleaning System. Our innovative robot vacuum paired with a built-in, powerful Shark handheld.
What's up, pal?
The Shark Iron Robot Cleaning System. One vac, two Sharks. Take it a whole new level.
Michael Peterson has been charged with the murder of his wife, Kathleen. But he insists that she died in a tragic fall down the stairs. Now, investigators are trying to determine the exact circumstances of her death.
State medical examiner Dr. Deborah Radish performs the autopsy on Kathleen Peterson, and what she finds is shocking. The doctor discovers various abrasions and contusions contusions all over Kathleen's body. This is very unusual. But a fall, the only places that usually get injured on your face or the nose and the brow line.
How yellow is this thing taking me?
Little cuts, little scratches on her face that made no sense with the fall. Also, on her arms, there were cuts and contusions. And that looked like defensive marks.
When examining Kathleen's skull, Radish finds something else unusual.
Once Kathleen's hair is shaved away, there are 7 deep lacerations in the back of her skull. The injuries were brutal and extreme. They look like pitchforks almost. These are wounds that this doctor has never seen before. Dr. Radish reported this was not a mere falling down steps and banging into them. This was someone who'd been badly beaten. When the police get the news, they immediately know Michael Peterson has been lying.
The autopsy strengthens the case against Michael Peterson. But DA James Hart believes there's a critical element lacking.
Kathleen's family, her 5 children, her sister Candace, are all supporting her. Believe he absolutely had nothing to do with it. But DA Hardin really wants their
Sorry, I'm in the wrong spot.
He wants to show the jury that the family is with him in believing that this is a first-degree murder.
And soon, he sees it's an opportunity.
I had called the district attorney's office and
Actually, I wonder if they had a thing there.
being charged with my sister's murder, which was stunning to me. And Jim Horton said, I would like to meet you and talk to you, some questions for you. Can you come to Durham?
In every case that I've handled, I want family members to understand exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it.
So I drive down to Durham. I'm sitting in his office and he's talking, he's telling us about the charges, and he's telling us when it's going to go to trial. And I'm still kind of having none of it.
I'll have to go to Trent.
I thought Jim Horton very much, this can't possibly be the Catholic murder. This can't be true. And he says, do you want to see some of the crime scene photos from the night your sister died? Because they're pretty tough to look at.
Initially, didn't want to show them the pictures because I thought that would frankly be cruel. But Candace challenged us. She believed that this was an accident.
So, okay, I've come this far, yeah. I've seen the blood. How much worse can this really be? And I pull out of the envelope, and the first picture is the back of Kathleen's head. All the hair's been shaved off, and there's 7 huge lacerations. Huge. Skull's been ripped apart. And then the other pictures of her laying there in her blood. Just her poor body. Her poor body. When he showed me those pictures, done. She did not fall. That's a murder.
And from that point forward, she and Caitlin both realized that this can't be an accident. It was a bludgeoning death.
When Michael Peterson was arrested, Caitlin was there with the rest of the family, standing up for him, defending him. Now, she thought that everything her stepfather had told her was a lie.
Caitlin's siblings, however, still vigorously support their father and their friends.
The children spent a lot of time together. They had bonded, but now they've been torn apart.
In response to the medical examiner's findings, Peterson's defense team maintains his innocence and points to what are flaws.
One of the things we did was we got autopsy reports from numerous other cases involving blunt force trauma. And saw that it fit the pattern. It's actually very odd for a blunt force trauma case.
Dr. Radish finds that there's no neck fractures, there's no skull fractures, And further, there's no bleeding in the brain, which usually accompanies fatal bleeding.
The facts were inconsistent with the murder.
Rudolph also argues that the investigators are overlooking a key factor that has stumped many in the Durham community.
People were at a complete loss in Durham society. Everyone was just stumped as to why in the world Michael Peterson would kill his wife. What would the motive be?
If you look at the complex scene like this, and there's no motive, we should have a serious question about whether the state's theory about what happened is also.
As Rudolph learns more about his client and his career, he becomes convinced that Michael Peterson has a target on his back.
He was critical of the Durham Police Department pretty much all the time.
His fans were saying that Michael Peterson had been railroaded. He hadn't been prosecuted, even persecuted.
The all-new Honda Insight with an EPA rating of 51 mpg city. Final. Good-looking hybrid.
Defense attorney David Rudolph believes that investigators' quick and aggressive pursuit of Michael Peterson can be traced to his weekly column in the Durham Herald.
Mike Peterson was an incendiary columnist. Any good Metro columnist, and Peterson was included in that group, is going to be critical of.
I gotta go get my horse.
He was critical of the Durham Police Department pretty much all the time.
His fans were saying that Michael Peterson had been railroaded. He hadn't been prosecuted, he'd been persecuted. And they did that because the police didn't like what had been written about them by Michael Peterson.
If the police investigating it start with the belief early in the case that this is a murder and that Michael Peterson did it, and look at everything as to how it can support your case, terrible mistakes can be made.
To bolster the case that Kathleen's death was just a tragic accident, the defense hires a legendary forensic expert.
Henry Lee was a very well-known forensic testifier. He'd been in a lot of big trials, including O.J. He was a celebrity in his profession. So the fact that he was working with the defense was a big coup.
The defense team quickly gets to work.
The defense hired a photographer to basically memorialize everything in photos, and then boards up the serendipity. For the next few weeks, Michael's defense team works to build their case. They insist this was just a drunken accident, and they've uncovered the evidence to prove it.
Prosecutors are undeterred, and as they prepare the case for trial, they're working to identify a critical item, the murder weapon.
Early medical exam was giving us impressions that we needed to be looking for something that was probably cylindrical in nature. And because it was known skull fracture, it had to be something that was malleable, that could basically wrap around the skull.
This is very unusual. A blunt force trauma to the head is usually done with something heavy and thick. What could it be? I just started thinking, what do you think happened? What could have been used to murder her? And then it was like a light bulb, like, oh my gosh, where is that blowpoke?
According to Candace, she gave a unique fireplace tool known as a blowpoke to her sister as a gift.
A long brass tube, you blow through it to make fire, flames, and embers go up. Then it has a hooked end, so you can grab a log and pull it. I thought, wow, that hook in the end just looks like something that could have been used to hit her and rip her apart. I can't stop the blood so high on the wall. Something had to have been used to swing and hit. So I gave her a blow, but where is it? It's not there. So I called Tim Martin and told him. He didn't know what it was. And I explained to him, I think it's something to consider. So detectives got a brand new blowpoke.
The it met all the criteria. It could administer a blow significant to cause these injuries, and it was malleable to the point that it could wrap around the skull and still retain its ability to be an implement of force.
In search of the Peterson logo, investigators acquire a new search warrant and scour the home.
Just imagine going through every box, every book, every crevice, every rafter, every jug, every door. We searched the ground. We searched with metal detectors. We searched with dogs. After every rock had been turned over, we still could not find the blow.
The police were very suspicious that Todd Peterson had removed it from the scene, and after he disposed of it, he returned at the same time that the fire department arrived. A single drop of her blood is found outside the house. It appeared that it had been dripped straight down from something, and police theorized that it could have been a murder weapon being brought outside the house and hidden or destroyed.
With no direct evidence linking Michael Peterson to the death of his wife, investigators inspect the house for other clues.
What police find in Michael Peterson's office and on his computer is stunning. He has been leading a secret double life.
Alright, y'all, I'm back. I had to go take a break for a minute.
In Washington,
Totally forgot what I'm doing, though.
taxpayer expense. But Perry voted to increase costs for living a family. He'd even take away coverage from maternity care. Just listen.
I don't want maternity care. I have 2 children when I have it anymore. I don't want to pay.
Well, but that's
That sucks, man. What's up, guys?
House Majority PAC is responsible for the country.
Well, until I hear the story. Man. Oh, yeah, I came here for my horse. That's right, I'm in Trent. Came here for a horse. Totally almost forgot why I was even here.
Only 2019 Infiniti QX50 lease on such a $99 a month for 39 months. So Magnum's Way Infiniti delivering.
Let's see.
When it comes to the flu, we believe prevention is better than treatment. We give flu shots so you don't miss out on your anniversary. It's free with most insurance, and you don't need an appointment. So get immunized today and help us create a flu-free community.
As investigators re-examine the home of
I got a bunch of horses.
they encounter something unexpected.
When we went back with a search warrant, in Mike's desk, right near the computer, we found stacks of homosexual porn. And so it was like, holy.
The gay porn that was there all had a military theme, which apparently was attractive to the ex-Marine Michael Peterson. And printed out in a file right there on the desk were emails between Michael Peterson and a male prostitute. And the text
I'm gaming. How you guys doing today?
from this male prostitute.
As they continue to process the scene, investigators make another discovery.
You said, damn girl, am I really that crazy?
Found in his DNA was a total shock. Some of the
I guess so.
had droplets of blood.
I'm assuming you read my profile.
From the crime scene.
Yes. I'm crazy.
Find prompts detectives to reconstruct Peterson's actions the night Kathleen died.
We can talk.
When
I don't see why not.
came into the house, Mike was sitting at the computer, using the computer. He was directed to stop that. He did.
After police got custody of Michael Peterson's computer, they discovered that he had engaged in a massive effort.
Well, thank you. Thank you, dear sir. Appreciate it. Wish you guys can come voice chat with me. I do have a program in which you can. voice chat with me. However, if you do join this said program, you would then be heard in my broadcast. So, for those of you who are shy and just rather not be heard, I could dig it. Give you competition. As far as gaming, no. No. I'm a noob. Oh, because I'm shy. That's so I know some people just don't want to be in camera or on voice. And to be honest, that's quite frankly, that's me. But I'm on here anyway. So you guys get to see my lovely face and my messy hair, I guess. Also, I bit my lip, so if you're wondering what this is, I bit it. Oh! You stopped at the wrong spot, wagon. Alright, I think this is good. Nope, not good. Not good. Where am I? Somewhere not safe, that's for sure. Let me go backwards. Now, who is that? This isn't who I need to fight. The fuck am I doing here? Doesn't have to be here though. I think I'm in the wrong location, you guys. Hold on one second. What is CTF?
He just went overboard and he killed him. Next time on an American murder mystery, the staircase.
Said I'm not a real gamer because I don't know what CTF is. You know, not all gamers like the same type games, you know. Some gamers like mainly sport games. Other gamers like only certain games. I don't know. No. Not at all. Never played it. Odie, shut up. You want to be in the video? Come on. You stand up? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come. Look. Come here. Stop being a stinker. Oh, shit. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, I'm not really a big PvP player. Damn, my phone is lagging. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I'm a cat lady, but not the cat lady with 100 cats. I just have one. I just have one cat. That is it. That is all I need. Actually, I would like 2 or 3 of them, but maybe 10. No, I'm kidding. 2 or 3 is good. That way they'll always have buddies to play with. Yeah. The hell I get lost so bad in this place, yo. I don't get it. I gotta go backtrack. That's what I was. No, I live with my family and a cat.
There's no way this is a coincidence. You gotta be kidding me. Build their case.
And of course, my phone is about to die. Okay, I'll be back when it's fully charged. Talk to you later.
You're cheating on my sister with men?
She got a dog, bro.
What? That's what they call exculpatory evidence. If the judge likes
Hey, when my phone's gonna die, I'm gonna have to get off.
Hey, Mike.
I don't want to be on your profile.
Hey, she gets back like one again. If it was done by her, it doesn't meet the definition of a homicide. There's this back staircase, and that's what they were doing. Once they get to the end.
Michael Peterson, he's a clear thinker. He knows how to hold an audience.
He claims her death is from an accidental fall down the stairs. There are 7 deep lacerations in the back of her skull.
Much of the physical evidence right away did not make a lot of sense.
The media were riveted by this case. She thinks she knows the weapon that was used to kill her sister. What makes you think it's crime, huh? Lightning just doesn't strike twice.
I don't know what happened, but I know that I didn't kill Kathleen. I loved her.
On December 9th, 2001, telecommunications executive Kathleen Peterson is found dead at the bottom of her stairs. There was blood everywhere. There was blood on the walls. There was blood on the stairway. It was a horrible, horrible scene. 11 days later, her novelist husband, Michael Peterson, is charged with first-degree murder. The media were riveted by this case. This is a couple that was very well thought of in Durham, North Carolina. They were the cream of society. So to think that they would be involved in a murder, it was too good to pass up. The story gained national attention as he claimed her death is from an accidental fall down the stairs. All 4 of the Peterson children firmly supported their father's innocence. But Caitlin, the biological daughter, and Kathleen's sister Candace, well, that was another story. If convicted, Michael Peterson faces life in prison without parole. Weeks later, the case takes another bizarre turn. Not long after Kathleen's death, Detective Art Holland receives a tip from a woman named Margaret Blair, who's the aunt of Michael Peterson's adopted daughters. Margaret explains that her sister, Elizabeth Ratner, tragically died 17 years earlier, and there's information about her death that she desperately wants to share.
Sheesh.
She said, this is very unusual. You need to look into this. And so it was like, golly.
Detective Holland takes in the story that fundamentally alters Peterson's case. It begins nearly 20 years ago in Germany. In the 1980s, Elizabeth Ratliff, an American, is living in Grafenhausen, Germany, with her husband and 2 young daughters, Martha and Margaret. There, she meets another American family, the Petersons, Michael and his first wife, Patty, and their 2 young sons. Michael was working on books, and Patty had a job working at a military base.
People on this app are like so boring. Alright, hold on, you guys. I gotta charge my phone. Freaking transfer something over.
Then in 1983, tragedy strikes when Liz's husband George dies in a military exercise. The lot seems to be on her rear. When her husband died, she was left to co-care for these children, little Margaret and Martha. It was a lot of responsibility for someone who thought she'd have a partner by her side for life.
bring her 2 young children and live in the house next door to them.
Michael was the closest thing she had to a man in her life. They weren't involved at all romantically, but she sought his advice and asked for his help to manage finances because it was something that her husband had done, and she just wasn't familiar with it. And Michael was there.
But in the fall of 1985, the family's lives are forever changed.
On the evening of November 24th, Liz and her 2 young daughters enjoyed a family dinner at the Petersons' home. And afterward, Michael Peterson walked her home.
It was a very short walk, and they were just catty corner across the street.
The next morning, 7:15, Liz's Nanny Barbara arrives and immediately notices something unusual.
The light is on, and the front door is unlocked. When she opens the door, she makes a shocking discovery. There is Liz, crumpled at the bottom of a staircase in a pool of her own blood. It's sheer terror now. She reaches down to touch Liz, and her body still feels warm.
She immediately goes over to Peterson and asks for their help because she doesn't know what to do.
Michael and Patty Peterson rush to the scene. Michael tries to get a pulse and then gives the devastating news. Liz Ratliff is dead.
When the police arrived, Michael was acting as the official spokesman. He told them that when he left her at home, everything was perfectly fine, and there weren't any problems, and he walked back home. He believed it was all a horrible.
Nice little round table.
Michael explained that Liz's medical history may have played a factor.
Michael told the authorities that she was suffering from a lot of headaches, and it was very possible that she had gotten dizzy and just fallen when she started going down the stairs. She also had a blood disorder. It was a disease related to hemophilia, and that's why there was so much bleeding.
Investigators process the scene and find no evidence of
All right, let's see.
4th century. Days later, a medical examiner determines the cause of death.
It's discovered that she has blood on the brain, and it's believed that she's had a cerebral hemorrhage, perhaps a stroke, and they determined that this was death by accidental fall.
Liz's body is transported back to the United States to a place near Houston, and she's laid to rest next to the body of
This
her
is a pretty big city.
In the wake of Liz Ratliff's death, it becomes clear that the Petersons' role in her family's life was given great consideration.
Turns out Liz Ratliff wrote a will shortly after her husband's death, and in that, she left her $35,000 estate and custody of her 2 children to the Peterson family.
Within months, Michael and Patty returned to the United States with their newly adopted daughters. Eventually, the couple divorced on amicable terms, and in time, the children choose to live with Michael.
A few years later, Michael Peterson, back in North Carolina, meets Kathleen, and they are married, and together they are raising a blended family, including the 2 Ratliff girls.
Detective Holland is stunned by the eerie similarities in the 2 deaths.
2 women who looked remarkably alike were found dead at the bottom of the stairs with a lot of blood, and they're both linked directly to one man.
It would be an impossible coincidence for Mike Peterson to be the last known person to see Kathleen or Elizabeth and not be involved.
And so you don't know these people very well. That was I spoke to alive.
Murder Town. Series premieres Tuesday, November 13th at 9, only on Investigation Discovery.
You ask, you anticipate. It's a Lexus RX. With pedestrian detection, auto braking, and lane departure alert, Outstanding. Experience another step closer to a safer world. See Motor World Access. The Lerner Blade Infinity presents the new 2019 all-wheel drive QX50. The 2019 all-wheel drive QX50 is our luxuriously appointed indie SUV that comes with third-row seating and everything to keep you active. With this elegant seven-passenger SUV for just $409 a month for 39 months. The Lerner Blade Infinity, delivering affordable luxury. Cruise 10, Fernville.
When it comes to the flu, we believe prevention is better than treatment. We give flu shots so you don't miss blowing out the birthday candle. It's free with most insurance, and you don't need an appointment. So get immunized today and help us create a flu-free community. Music, theater, festivals, art. You'll find it all in Central New York. Go for it.
Spending so much of your life underwater, learn to talk to yourself. You talk yourself into winning. What you don't learn is how to talk to others. Black line on the bottom of the pool never talks back. If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self to open up, to talk to your friends, family, and to work with a professional therapist. Therapy can dramatically change your life. You should try it for yourself. Brought to you by Talkspace. Therapy for all.
Prescriptions can be really expensive, but then I went to GoodRx.com.
It just works. You put in the drug you're looking for, and bang, you've got half a dozen or more choices in front of you of pricing and locations to get it.
You never think about shopping around for medication prices.
I have good insurance with a good RX. I save even more money.
What? I was paying how much? And it's absolutely free. No cost to me whatsoever. I get to save $1,180 a year with GoodRx. Awesome. Go to GoodRx.com and check it out.
Michael Peterson has been charged with the murder of his wife, Kathleen. Investigators also discovered that 16 years earlier, Michael's good friend, Liz Ratliff, died under strikingly similar circumstances.
They both were at the bottom of the set of stairs with significant blood all over the seat, with significant injuries.
Who is very close to two women who died at the bottom of the stairs? I don't know, nobody. Except Michael Peterson.
You gotta be kidding me. There is no way this is a coincidence.
Durham police seek more information on the case, but encounter a problem.
It was ruled an accidental fall. There was no real investigation. There were no photographs. The pathologist who first received Liz's body did not do a thorough autopsy. There's no way to know exactly how she died. So their only alternative now is to exhume the body of Elizabeth Ratliff. Well, to do that, they have to get permission from the family, from her two daughters, Martha and Margaret.
My name is James E. Harden, Jr. I was the district attorney during the prosecution of Michael Peterson. We at first did not believe that Martha and Margaret would agree to it, and they'd indicated to us they would not.
These two sisters absolutely do not want their mother exhumed. They believed their stepfather was innocent and they were going to support him through hell or high water. But they think about it for a while. They go back to the police department and the prosecutors and they say, all right, we give you permission to exhume the body of our mother, but we're only doing it to exonerate our stepdad.
On April 14, 2006, officials exhumed the body of Liz Ratliff at Cedar Vale Cemetery in Bay City, Texas.
It was an extraordinary body that had been buried more than 18 years.
She was raised from the ground in Texas and transported back to
concludes that Elizabeth Ratliff died of a homicidal repeated force trauma to her head.
News of Ratliff's cause of death seizes the attention of the national media.
The death of another woman has added a bizarre angle to this story.
Both were last seen with Peterson, and both died at the bottom of stairs.
People were riveted by this case.
So it was big news. It was frightening news. It was terrible news.
Had he actually committed murder with his wife and with another woman 17 years earlier? But you couldn't look away.
The information about Liz Ratliff's death was an absolute nightmare for the defense.
Is it possible that two autopsies could have gotten it wrong? That two autopsies could have said it happened in Elizabeth's case? That they were both dead? They weren't?
You've got two women 18 years apart and 6,000 miles apart with no motive in either case. And you have the same person doing the two autopsies. These are not independent autopsies.
A hearing is conducted to determine if testimony about Liz Ratliff's death will be admitted at the trial for Kathleen Peterson's murder. There, the prosecution makes a particular request.
Apparently, I have to go get my horse manually.
They say, look, there was never a proper investigation into the death of Liz Ratliff, and they need a little more time. And so they're asking the judge to hold off on ruling whether or not her death is admissible. The judge grants the state's request. So the lead detective, Holland, and one of the prosecutors, Frida Black, get on a plane and go to Germany. They're going to investigate this on their own.
In early May, jury selection for the biggest trial to ever hit Durham begins.
My name is Kelly Colgan, and I was a juror on the Michael Peterson case. I didn't follow the news. I didn't know anything about his wife or his family, so kind of made me a clean slate. I am Betty Blackwell. I was juror number 4. I received a little summons from the Durham court system. When I got there was a mass of people there. And I'm like, oh, something really big is going on.
On July 1st, the highly anticipated trial begins.
The community was divided about whether Michael Peterson killed his wife. So, as you can imagine, people were eager to see the evidence. Once the judge is seated, he brings the jury into the courtroom, and there is Michael Peterson, the man accused of murder.
Now, District Attorney James Harden delivers his opening statement.
I wanted to basically lay out what we anticipated the evidence was going to show. We wanted to also make it clear to them that this case was going to be built on pieces of a puzzle, and it was going to take a long time to do it.
Arden says, this is a man who murdered his wife viciously. The blood will tell the story. It will speak for Kathleen.
Opening statements in any trial are meant to shock in some instances. One of the first things he did was show the jury the 7 lacerations on the shaved head of Kathleen Peterson. And he said, this is what was done to this woman. Jurors couldn't believe what they were looking at, and some of them just looked away in horror.
Harden then attempts to illustrate how he believes the wounds were inflicted.
He reaches into a plastic bag and pulls out a 4-foot-long hollow brass rod, which he tells jurors is a blowhole. Now, this may not be the exact one because we can't find it, but we know she had one just like it because her sister gave it to her, and this one is her sister's. I thought it was a very impactful opening statement. He spoke of viciousness while speaking gently. And now,
Giddy up, giddy up.
the jury box leaned forward and listened.
Now, the defense prepares to deliver their opening statement.
He had a big job ahead of him to convince jurors that this was an accident. David Rudolph begins by playing the 911 calls placed by his client, Michael Peterson, that night.
John 911, what emergency? So what's the accident? She's still breathing. What kind of accident? Still upstairs. She's still breathing.
As if to underscore the good character of Michael Peterson, he literally stepped out of the way and pointed to Martha and Margaret and reminded the jury that these were two young girls that Michael Peterson selflessly adopted and raised as his own daughters. And they continue to stand behind him.
With opening statements completed, it's now up to prosecutors to prove their case, and they call a controversial witness from Michael Peterson's recent past.
The defense falsely was trying to portray like Kathleen and Michael had this monogamous, faithful marriage, and they didn't. What type of sources did you pull?
That's pretty broad.
Spending so much of your life underwater, you learn to talk to yourself. You talk yourself into winning. What you don't learn is how to talk to others. Black line on the bottom of the pool never talks back. If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self to open up, to talk to your friends, family, and to work with a professional therapist. Therapy can dramatically change your life. It helped me a lot, so you should try it for yourself. Brought to you by Talkspace, therapy for all.
Meet the Ninja Foodie, the pressure cooker that crisps, with the best of pressure cooking and air frying all in one. With our Tender Crisp technology, you can quickly cook food juicy on the inside and crispy on the outside. Go from fresh to deliciously done in half the time, which means it may become the only thing you use in your kitchen. For cooking, at least. The Ninja Foodie with Tender Crisp, the cooking while parenting technology. The typical vacuum head can struggle with large debris and suck out dust. The Shark invented Dual Clean, replacing the front wall with a rotating soft brush. Cleaning carpet, two brush rolls pick up large particles with ease. Make quick work of suck out dust, giving hard floors a polished look. And devour tiles. Shark Dual Clean technology, designed to do more on carpets and floors. Available in corded and cord-free vacuums, and only available from Shark.
I have a different outlook on life because it could have all taken away. I came late to college and my mom said it wouldn't look right. I just thought I had common cold. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma. It was like a shock to all of us. UPMC took excellent care of me and got me to where I am today. I'm here, 3 years in remission. I didn't choose to have cancer, but I did choose UPMC.
In Washington, Congressman like Scott Perry can get Cadillac health care coverage at taxpayer expense. But Perry voted to increase costs for Pennsylvania families. He'd even take away coverage for maternity care. Just listen.
I don't want maternity care. I have 2 children when I have it before. I don't want to pay.
Congressman Perry, increasing our costs, sticking us with the shared care. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Prosecutors in the Michael Peterson case are attempting to establish the dynamic of his marriage to Kathleen and call a key witness from his recent past.
In their attempt to prove a motive, the prosecution called an admitted male escort to the stand.
My name is Brent Wolgamont, and I was the male escort who was called to testify in the Michael Peterson trial. I think everybody has a certain talent in life, and I knew how to market my talent. I was a soldier in the United States Army active duty. I would never use my real name to do my escorting business. I went by Soldier Top online. It was a way to differentiate myself from other escorts.
He had a website with pictures of him showing all his
Wow, that was a sight, all right. Most of his clients wrote pages of testimonials about their sexual encounters with him and how he was worth every penny.
What type of sources did you pull?
Oh, wow. That's pretty broad. Basically, it's companionship for other males of legal age. Freda Black questions Brent about a series of emails he received in August of 2001, 4 months before Kathleen Peterson's death.
I was contacted by a man who I would later come to know as Michael Peterson. I would later figure out that our emails would become a lot more important to my life story than I would have realized. tried to arrange a time where I was going to be in Durham at the same time that he was going to be available to do a call. And that date that we agreed on was September 5th, 2001.
In one particular exchange, Peterson boasts of his sexual past.
Peterson looked very comfortable in his emails with him. He mentioned having sex with an NC State lacrosse player at some point. So I'm guessing he's been doing this all his life.
Despite Michael and Brent's planning, their liaison never came to be.
I bailed on him. I bailed on Michael on the night of September 5th. And honestly, the last thing I wanted to do was work at the time. I was just a lazy son of a bitch, and I decided, you know what, I really don't want to do this call tonight.
Well, these two men never meet. The prosecution says that these sordid emails reveal a hidden life by Michael Peterson. He's not who he seems to be. It was humiliating to know going to Kathleen, beaten to death. Oh, yeah, you're getting up and going to work. And what's Michael doing? Laying tight. Christmas is coming, and he's dialing up male prostitutes. It broke my heart.
David Rudolph then rises to question Brent and directs his attention to another topic in the email he exchanged with Michael Peterson.
He did bring up Kathleen in our emails together. He told me how much he had a great relationship with his wife, and this is just a part of his life, and she gets it, and it's just something that they don't talk about, which actually I can't believe, because there were plenty of other clients I had who were married, and their wives knew that they were maybe going to see me on a particular night.
The fact that there's an email written by Michael Peterson saying, "Look, I am happily married," is really good for the defense. It shows that he really doesn't want to do anything to harm the marriage. He just wants sex. Why is he going to kill her? Why would he kill this dynamite woman he didn't want to do anything to harm the relationship with?
But Kathleen's sister Candace disagreed.
There was no arrangement between Kathleen and Michael. You can qualify sexual, you can call it gay. I find it just flat out adultery. So, no, my sister was not staying in marriage where there was infidelity at all.
Oh my God, this takes so long to get places.
Was because of an extramarital affair. And we believed all along that this was the triggering mechanism for that conflict that evening.
Brent leaves the stand, and the prosecution turns to the most uncovered at the Peterson home.
At the crux of this case is the blood. The blood makes the case.
The blood that was in the stairwell, it was on walls, it was on a couple of steps, it was on the risings of the steps. There was a lot of blood there.
Big question is, how did it get where it got? Did it get there because she had an accidental fall or two? Or did it get there because she was beaten to death?
To prove that the blood spatter was the result of a homicidal beating, the prosecution called a key witness.
Wayne Deaver was an expert in blood spatter that we called from the State Bureau of Investigation.
Under questioning from Jim Harden, Deaver explained that he went to great lengths to understand the blood spatter found in the Peterson stairway.
Dwayne Deaver, myself, and members of my team went to the FBI lab in Raleigh, and we did experiments. We built a small box that would be compared to the stairwell.
What causes the blood spatter evidence is a source of blood being struck. The source of blood is the back of her head, which has already begun to be bloody.
And we took a mannequin head, put a wig on it, and poured big blood all over the wig, and we struck it many, many times with a blunt object just to see if the blood spattering would be comparative to what we found in the stairwell of the home.
Now, the extrapolation is that she was standing and someone was striking her with some sort of object on her head. And when they pulled the object back to hit her again, the blood cast off and landed on the wall in a downward fashion. That's why it was so high up on the wall.
Deaver then explains that the resulting blood spatter was not limited to the stairway walls.
Clothes that Michael was wearing at the time, he had on a pair of shorts and what appeared to be a jersey-type top. There was blood smears all over his shorts. There were also dried blood spatterings on the inside, the legs of Michael Peterson's clothing.
Deaver explained that he had done experiments, and those experiments proved to him that Michael Peterson had to have been standing over his wife, beating her, and the blood splattered back up on him.
That, to me, is the most damning evidence, because there's no way that that could have happened except for him being above her or causing the blood spatter.
According to Deaver, there are additional pieces of evidence collected at the scene that support this theory.
When I first observed Michael Peterson running through the house, he didn't have shoes. When I collected his shoes, the bottom of his shoes were bloody. And all that was sent to the FBI lab.
At the crime scene, the police had found a partial shoe print on the back of Kathleen's sweatpants. When investigators later tested that footprint, it matched the sneakers that Michael Peterson had been wearing that night.
It's clear that at some point he's attempting to keep her down while he's administering some aspect of this beating to her.
Now it's David Rudolph's turn to cross-examine Dwayne Deaver. He begins by attacking the blood specialist's methods.
Rudolph goes through a litany of questions, challenging the scientific experiments that Deaver did. Like, how much blood did you put in this sponge as you're trying to replicate blood in a head? He's asking questions Deaver really didn't have an answer to.
If you dropped from the ladder, like nobody suggested that she was dropped from a ladder straight on her head, so why would you even do that?
It's like he's doing things over and over again, almost as though he's waiting to get the right result.
It was laughable. Junk science, in the words of the defense attorney.
Rudolph then questions Deaver about an article of Michael's clothing that received little scrutiny.
Michael had been wearing a fairly dark shirt, and there was no obvious blood stains on it. And the other question was that he'd been attacking her, one would expect certain blood stains.
He said, why didn't you test his shirt? And Deaver answers, well, it was a dark color, navy blue, and you can't see blood with your naked eye on such a dark color. And Rudolph followed up, he said, well, there are several tests you can do. Did you do, for example, a lumen test, a specific light they shine? And Deaver ultimately admits he did do such a test.
Rudolph is stunned.
When Deaver mentions doing a light test on a dark shirt, this is the first time Rudolph hears about it. That's never been mentioned in any of the reports that he has. So immediately he asks, well, did you do a report about it? Yeah. Well, where is it? I gave it to the prosecutor. Prosecutors don't know where the report is. They've never seen it.
Defense attorney Rudolph is genuinely shocked at this news. He said, so what was the result? Well, he said, I didn't find any blood spatter.
Now it stands to reason if Michael Peterson was standing so quite that in addition to the blood on his shorts.
So apparently they have rocks falling on me, and that's how I'm dying.
Didn't have an answer for it. And not having an answer always makes you look bad.
While the line of questioning is beneficial to Rudolph's argument, the omission of the test from the court record opens a massive window for the defense.
Rudolph is entitled to any reports that Deaver's done before he testifies. So this is what's called a discovery violation. There's a range of sanctions for a discovery violation. The ultimate sanction being striking the witness's testimony. If the judge strikes Dwayne Deaver's testimony, the prosecution's case is going to fall apart.
Spending so much of your life underwater, learn to talk to yourself. You talk yourself into winning. What you don't learn is how to talk to others. Black line on the bottom of the pool never talks back. If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self to open up, to talk to your friends, family, and to work with a professional therapist. Therapy can dramatically change your life. It helped me a lot, so you should try it for yourself. Brought to you by Talkspace, therapy for all.
I have a different outlook on life because it could have been all taken away from me. I came home from college and my mom
dramatically change your life. It helped me a lot. So you should try it for yourself. Brought to you by Talkspace. Therapy for all.
The new 2019 QX50 is the most technologically advanced crossover in its class, period. The first ever 2.0-liter variable compression turbo engine produces more power and uses less fuel than its competitors. Direct adaptive steering receives driver input at 1,000 times per second, reducing driver fatigue. At Salerno Green Infinity, located on Reed Denville. Test drive the all-new 2019 Infiniti QX50. Lease on for just $399 a month for 39 months. Salerno Green Infinity, delivering affordable luxury.
When it comes to the flu, we believe prevention is better than treatment. At Rite Aid, we give flu shots so you don't miss your anniversary, or blowing out the birthday candles, or the next family get-together. When you get a flu shot, you're protecting yourself and everyone around you. It's free with most insurance, and you don't need an appointment. So see one of our professionally certified immunizers and help us create a flu-free community. Get your flu shot at Rite Aid.
Over a month into the Michael Peterson trial, state blood spatter expert Dwayne Deaver stands accused of mishandling key evidence.
Deaver admitted that he tested the shirt of Michael Peterson and found no blood spatter, but the defense never got that report, and that prompted the defense to submit a motion to dismiss all of Deaver's testimony from the trial. The judge ultimately decides that this was just an honest mistake, and Deaver's testimony stands.
With the blood analysis behind them, the prosecution calls state medical examiner Dr. Deborah Radish. She testifies to Kathleen Peterson's toxicology report, which shows traces of Valium and alcohol.
Her blood alcohol was 0.7. With that blood alcohol, she has not met the threshold for impaired driving in the state. She was not intoxicated. She was not stumbling drunk, as Mr. Peterson attempted to portray it.
Radish then detailed Kathleen's extensive injuries.
They are most consistent with the types of injuries you would see in attempting to fend off an attack. I think it would be unlikely to occur as a result of a fall.
Dr. Radish also testified that in Kathleen's clenched hand, there were several strands of hair. DNA test later determined that those were her own hair. Now, that's not that unusual with victims of an assault. Prosecutors believe that it's possible while Michael was attacking his wife, she was clutching her head for protection.
Horton then questions Radish about her conclusion.
In my opinion, the manner of death in this case is homicide.
Now it's David Rudolph's turn to get up and cross-examine Deborah Radish. He immediately begins to poke holes in the prosecution's theory about what happened.
If there was a fight and anger involved, and Michael started attacking the killer, you would expect there to have been.
Sheesh, I gotta kill a lot of these guys, and they're pretty strong.
And there weren't.
Defense attorney David Rudolph pulls out a dozen binders full of case descriptions, 257 fatal beatings in the last decade in North Carolina. Rudolph wants to know, how is it possible that there's no skull fracture or brain trauma in Kathleen Peterson when 257 other blunt force trauma cases have one or the other?
Again, I'm dead.
She doesn't have an answer for that. This is the way he challenged her conclusion that this was a homicide and not.
Well, this sucks.
It was very compelling.
Then, on August 27th, Judge Orlando Hunt announces a long-awaited and critical decision.
He determines that the 1985 death of Liz Ratliff will be admissible in the prosecution's case.
It was a battle the prosecutors won. They've often made comments to the effect, lightning just doesn't strike twice.
With no additional forensic evidence of Liz Ratliff's death, prosecutors turn to eyewitness testimony and call Amy Beth Berner to the stand.
came over to the house, and he was taking charge of the scene, almost like it was his own. And when Michael Peterson told them that she had fallen down the stairs, they pretty much took him at his word.
The prosecution then presents a letter written by a neighbor of Liz Ratliff in Germany.
There was a witness who saw a man running from the house sometime the night before. She could never really identify who it was. By every account, it appears that Michael Peterson was the last person to see Liz Ratliff alive.
While Hardin doesn't explicitly accuse Peterson of killing Elizabeth Ratliff, he makes his point abundantly clear.
Both women had 7 deep gash lacerations in the back of their scalp. Both women had died by falling down the bottom of the staircase and bleeding to death. And of course, both women, their connection was Michael Peterson. In late 2019, QX 50 is the most technologically advanced crossover in its class. Period. The first ever 2.0-liter variable compression turbo engine produces more power and uses less fuel than its competitors. Direct adaptive steering receives driver input at 1,000 times per second, reducing driver fatigue. At Salerno Green Infinity, located on Route 10 in Denville. Test drive the all-new 2019 Infinity QX50. Lease on for just $399 a month for 39 months. Salerno Green Infinity, delivering affordable luxury.
When it comes to the flu, we believe prevention is better than treatment. We give flu shots so you don't miss out on your anniversary. It's free with most insurance, and you don't need an appointment. So get immunized today and help us create a flu-free community.
Spending so much of your life underwater, learn to talk to yourself. You talk yourself into winning. What you don't learn is how to talk to others. The black line on the bottom of the pool never talks back. If I could go back in time, I would tell my younger self to open up, to talk to your friends, family, and to work with a professional therapist. Therapy can dramatically change your life. It helped me a lot, so you should try it for yourself. Brought to you by Talkspace, therapy for all.
The trial of Michael Peterson, the North Carolina author accused of murdering his wife, is now in its 12th week, and it continues to be as compelling as anything the defendant could have written.
Michael Peterson's defense attorneys are challenging the state's evidence by calling a world-renowned blood spatter expert to the stand.
Dr. Henry Lee is a rock star forensic fellow. He is brought in to strengthen Michael Peterson's case that this was just a terrible accident.
Dr. Lee believes that Kathleen fell at least a couple of times, and that there were multiple impacts that would account for the lacerations.
The defense says she's falling, she's thrashing, she's clutching at the walls, and she's trying to right herself. And in those actions, she is spewing her blood everywhere, high, low, on the stairs, on herself.
Lee believes there may be another source of the spatter found on the wall.
If you had cut your head and gotten blood in your mouth and were coughing, you would be applying force to blood, and it would cause blood spatter.
To illustrate the theory, Lee prepares an unusual demonstration.
Dr. Lee put a big white poster board in front of the jury to indicate to them how erratic blood spatter could be from coughing or sneezing.
Rudolph is holding a whiteboard. Henry Lee takes a slug of ketchup and then spits it out onto the whiteboard. Rudolph kind of got caught in the debris field.
It was a very dramatic presentation. I remember watching that going, oh my God.
The spatter did kind of look like some of the spatter at the scene, so he made his point that it's possible.
Now, it's District Attorney Jim Hardin's turn to question the defense expert.
Henry Lee has testified in hundreds of cases. He has some that I read everything that I could possibly find that he had written, so I knew generally how he was going to operate.
He hard cross-examined Henry Lee, but he wanted to poke
Oh, he's dead already.
that this is an accident.
Man, I got him to a point where, he said, this is what I believe it is.
It's a big ass place down there.
But can you exclude that this is a bludgeoning death? And he said, no.
Basically conceding that it's possible it was a homicide. However, Dr. Lee maintained that the scene to him looked more like an accident than a homicide.
Hardin then asked Lee what evidence he has to support his blood-spattered demonstration.
Well, he says all the blood spatter on the wall was aspirated from her lungs and her mouth, and that's what caused it. But the autopsy clearly showed that there was no blood whatsoever in her airway. None. Zero. So that just couldn't have happened.
Rudolph then called another expert to the stand.
The defense needed to support their accidental fall theory, particularly trying to explain the wounds. Ferris Bandak, a biomedical engineer,
If any scenario of a fall is possible, and in fact, it is realistic, and in fact, it is likely, and so we developed this simulation.
He, had a couple of scenarios of how Tiffany would have fallen in the stairs, where she would have impacted, hit her head. And so he's offering the jury a plausible theory.
Linking the testimony of Henry Lee and Ferris Bandak, the defense attempts to fully explain exactly how Kathleen died.
The defense theory of what happened is that Kathleen Peterson over-celebrated with her husband that night, had too much to drink, had a Valium in her system, and when she went into bed, she had on a pair of flimsy flip-flops, and when she hit the narrow back staircase, she just slipped and fell. She probably laid there and bled for a while, and then she stood back up and tried again to go up the stairs and slipped in her own blood, and then bled out at the bottom of the stairs.
Next time, on the conclusion of an American murder mystery, The Staircase.
There were so many reasons to stay riveted to this case.
they had mansions, money, sex, power, betrayal.
The defense enters a surprising new exhibit.
It was sitting in a dark basement, covered in dead bugs and cobwebs.
It was the Perry Mason monster.
The trial builds to a momentous conclusion.
As the jury reached a unanimous verdict, you could hear a pin drop.
Later, confounding new evidence emerges.
Page 4, first lab report, microscopic feathers.
It's possible this was an owl attack.
A discredited witness throws the verdict into question.
The state blood expert is a fraud.
It went back to square one.
Michael Peterson had a shot at getting off.
Culminating in a final fiery showdown.
There was no tip on that float, though. Where the heck was the float tip? I think in the back of my sister's head. To add a human, to anticipate the crowd, is Alexis RX. With pedestrian detection, auto braking, and lane departure alert, stand by. Experience another step closer to a safer world.
Recent 2018 RX 250 all-wheel drive for $439 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing. Lexus dealer.
As you go around, there's this back staircase. And she was lying in the back staircase. And that's what everything will begin to end.
North Carolina journalist is at the center of a family drama that reads like a murder mystery.
They had mansions, money, sex, power, betrayal.
In the conclusion of our three-part investigation, the prosecution hammers home its case.
I need to kill shadow priestesses.
The defense unveils a
And wizards.
Hold down a long corporate object.
That's a blow up, isn't it? Dear Steve.
It was the very least moment.
Confounding evidence of a gripping theory.
Ah, there it is. Bloody feather. Maybe this has been done by owls.
And investigators danced.
One of the star witnesses was Dick Liar.
Might sound crazy, but could be true.
I don't know what happened, but I know that I didn't kill Kathleen. I won't.
There's this Baxter case. Well, that's what everyone will be into today.
Michael Peterson, he's a clear thinker. He knows how to hold an audience.
She claims her death is from an accidental fall down the stairs. There are 7 deep lacerations in the back of her skull.
Much of the physical evidence right away did not make a lot of sense.
The media were riveted by this case. She thinks she knows the weapon that was used to kill her sister. What makes you think it's a crime, huh? Lightning just doesn't strike twice.
I don't know what happened, but I know that I didn't kill Kathleen. I won't.
Prosecutors in the Michael Peterson murder trial have presented compelling evidence that he fatally attacked his wife, Kathleen.
My name's James E. Farley Jr. I was the district attorney during the prosecution of Michael Peterson. Kathleen Peterson was found dead at the bottom of a set of stairs with lacerations on the back of her head. There was blood everywhere.
I need 6 more priests.
Just no question at all.
Priest
It
ladies.
can't be an accident. It was a bludgeoning death. And then Michael Peterson was the person who killed her.
But the defense has a far different explanation for Kathleen's death.
My name is Thomas Maher. I'm one of the defense attorneys who worked on the trial of Michael Peterson. The physical evidence was at least as consistent with an accidental fall as with a murder. It was clear from her blood analysis that she had been drinking and taking Valium that would have made walking up narrow, steep stairs potentially dangerous. If she slipped and fell, a laceration produces a lot of bleeding.
To press their case, the defense sets out to undermine the state's proposed murder weapon.
Candace, Kathleen's sister, told the prosecutors that she thinks she knows the weapon that was used to kill her sister. It was a blow coat. Well, there was no blow coat in the house, and the police never found a murder weapon. At the very beginning of this trial, Prosecutor Harder looked at the jury. He took out this long pole, and he said, "This is a blow coat. This is what we think was the murder weapon on Kathleen Peterson. This may not be the exact one because we can't find it, but we know she had one just like it because her sister gave it to her, and this one is her sister's." And he started to move it up and down as if administering a vicious beating. And that's what they said killed Kathleen Peterson, a vicious beating.
You all called lead detective Art Hall to the stand.
They want to ask him a question about the murder weapon. And they say you never found the murder weapon, right? You believe it was the blow coat or maybe something consistent with it. That's right. And Holland speculates that it must have been carried away from the scene or destroyed. And all of a sudden, David Rudolph
Go, go, go.
pulls out
All right.